Yo, what's up, guys? And today, man, I will be talking about LaMarcus Aldridge and how he's having a very surprising season and has been so underrated for the Nets. A year after literally last year having to being forced to retire due to his irregular heartbeat, got cleared shockingly, came back to the Nets, and has been playing some very good backup minutes for the Brooklyn Nets. Okay, like he's playing some good minutes right now, backing up Blake Griffin, and he's giving Harden what he needs. Okay, Harden always flourishes in the pick and roll when he has a good big man. Blake Griffin cannot shoot like Aldridge can. Blake Griffin cannot move like Aldridge can off the pick and roll. Blake Griffin really just a guy that just dunks. He really can't shoot like that. Aldridge brings a different element that just makes the Harden to LA pick and roll game so silky smooth, and that is what Nets fans just absolutely love to see. Okay, so Aldridge have been having a really good season. I just want to talk about just how underrated he's been, but other than that, let's get straight into the video. Okay, so as we know, LaMarcus Aldridge is a multiple time All-Star. Okay, the guy is a very good power forward. Obviously got most of his accolades from being with the Blazers, was a very big part of the Blazers core for multiple seasons, right around 10 seasons, which literally garnered him 4 All-Star selection with the Blazers and 3 with the Spurs. People forget just how good LA was with the Spurs. Literally not even 3 years before they cut him, he was an All-Star. Okay, he was an All-Star in the 2019 season, 2018 season, 2016, 2015, 2014, 2013, and 2012 season. He literally had almost a 7 to 6 year gap of being a perennial All-Star. Okay, the guy, in my opinion, is so underrated, and not many people just talk about just how good LaMarcus Aldridge's prime was. He averaged 20 points for at least like a 6 to 7 year stretch, and he has not averaged under 12.8 points since his rookie season. He is now 36 years old and he's still not averaging under 13 points. Okay, the guy is so underrated, and I'm just so happy that he actually got cleared to actually come back to the NBA, because once he had to retire, I was like, okay, this is up for him. Definitely don't want to go out there and risk having a larger injury with the irregular heartbeat, but he got his medicals, he got all that, the doctor cleared all that, so he is fine to return back to basketball, and he's been having such an underrated year. Okay, like I said, the LaMarcus Aldridge and James Harden pick and roll game is amazing because Aldridge is one of those old heads with such a nice touch. He has a polished touch, really good mid-range shot, silky smooth. He's one of those mid-range maestros, mid-range assassins. He just knows how to just flourish from the mid-range shot, and in the pick and roll game, doing a little bit of a pick and favor him and Harden. It's just an absolute beauty to see. Okay, in LA's last game, he had 21 points, 10 for 14, 0 for 2 from 3, 11 boards, 1 block. Game before that, 15 points, 7 for 16, 5 boards, 2 blocks. Game before that, 24 points, 11 for 19, 0 for 2 from 3, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block. And then you go to the Warriors game, November 16th, was on TNT, obviously highlighted by Curry against KD, where Curry obviously outperformed KD. We saw LaMarcus Aldridge only get 9 minutes. And if you didn't watch the game, you would be like, yeah, LaMarcus Aldridge is washed. He just couldn't get into the game. No. The thing is, for the whole entire first half, he dealt with his brain dead head coach, Steve Nash, not playing him. Because the Warriors went ahead and didn't use Kevin Looney at center, that Steve Nash just said, hey, let me just not put my good center place a minute. Let me put Blake Griffin, who was washed. Let me not put LaMarcus Aldridge, who's been having a really good season. In the game before that, he had 15 points, 5 for 11, 3 for 5 from 3, 8 boards, 2 assists, 2 blocks. Let me instead start Blake Griffin and give most of my center minutes to Blake Griffin, who's been averaging not even like 8 points a game. I just don't know what is going through Steve Nash's head. Obviously, he's such a good point guard, very good point guard. He has a couple MVPs, but no. As a basketball coach, I just don't know what his thing is. Okay, he has this OP team. And he probably would have won the finals last year if Kyrie didn't get injured, and Harden as well. But injuries happen every single finals run, so gotta deal with it, sadly. Okay. Be a Steve Nash. LA's literally one of your best players this season, with Joe Harris being out, with Kyrie still being out because he doesn't want to get the vax. And you're still not starting him. Okay. Now, I really not mad that you don't start him, because you do give him starting minutes, but you gotta give him more opportunities and not give him 9 minutes a game against the Warriors who have no center at all, and go small ball with Draymond Green at center. So definitely never play LA 9 minutes a game. That is just blasphemy. Okay. All right, so on the season, and only 21 minutes per game. Okay, like I said, this is a guy that last year had to retire abruptly because of an irregular heartbeat, and thought he would never play basketball for the rest of his life ever again professionally. Goes into the offseason, signs a deal with the Nets, returns, and he's been just giving them, like we saw last season, some valuable backup minutes to Blake Griffin. Okay, so on this season, like I said, in 21 minutes per game, LaMarcus Aldridge right now at the age of 36 years old is averaging 13.4 points, shooting 57.7% from the field. And remember, he shoots 3-point shots and he shoots mid-range shots. Not a lot of his portion of shots are from around the paint. Yes, a decent amount of that is. Most of them are just from, like I said, pick and rolls and pick and fade with a mid-range shot and a 3-point shot, orchestrated by James Harden and finished off by LA. Okay, now LA is also shooting 39.1% from three. Okay, he doesn't take much threes at all, but when he does, he hits right around the 40% clip on them. Okay, and he's also averaging 5.8 rebounds, 1 assist per game, and 1.2 blocks per game. Okay, this is a guy who the Spurs gave up on and waived him. I thought he would come to my Heat, end up signing with the Nets. LaMarcus Aldridge right now is having back-to-back good seasons after we literally thought his career was pretty much over with and that he wouldn't get too much minutes at all. And at least produce this well and produce this efficient. Because if I told you a couple years back that at 36 years old, he will be shooting 57% from the field, 40% from three, averaging 13 points in 21 minutes, you might have thought I was crazy. Okay, because this level of efficiency is just going so under the radar. I don't hear a single soul talking about how good LA has been this year. We read him off. He literally was supposed to be retired this year with this irregular heartbeat, but here he is providing valuable minutes to the Nets. I know Nets fans really do admire the minutes that LA gets and wish that he actually got more minutes over Blake Griffin, because I don't know why Steve Nash has had this obsession with Blake Griffin. Blake Griffin is not good anymore. He's sadly washed, which is why the Pistons gave up on him. He's not good anymore. He's a decent, I guess, backup power forward center, and you play him small ball at center. Like, I don't get it at all. But yeah, Aldridge, like I said, a lot of people have been underrating you, not including myself. I giving you props. Even last year, you're playing some very good minutes up until you had to abruptly retire. But like I said before that, you were playing some very good minutes, and this year as well. In minutes, I feel like LA should be getting no less than around 25 minutes a game. Okay, I get you don't want to push him too hard because he is almost 40 years old. Give him like 25 minutes, give him a couple rest minutes here and there. And because I'm telling you, if you put him in the starting five, that will just make the Nets that much better. Give a guy like James Harden the ability to start and end the game with the guy that he just excels in the pick and roll and the pick and pop game with LA and himself. And I promise you, James Harden would love that, and his stats would just speak for that. Okay, and so would LA stats as well. Okay, because picking and popping with Blake Griffin is not it. When Joe Harris is not on the court, we're seeing Harden have to pass the ball for threes to Bruce Brown. Like, come on now. Javon Carter, come on. KD, obviously, KD is KD. As we know, he's elite. He excels at like every single thing possible. Okay, he's KD. He's the exception. Other than that, though, star LA. He needs to start. Stop starting old, washed up Blake Griffin at center. Blake is what, like 6'9", 6'10". LA 6'11", damn near 7 feet tall. At the center height right there, you feel me? But yeah, Steve Nash. I just don't know. Like, this is like one of those Steve Kerr things with Steve Nash. He has this OP team that makes him look good as a coach, but he's actually not a good coach at all. Under yourself, Nicholas Claxton, still out, I believe, in illness. He'll get some minutes as well. They still have rookie out of UNC, Dayron Sharp, who probably would get no minutes at all. They still old man Paul Millsap getting backup power 4 minutes. And like I said, they're still starting washed up Blake Griffin, okay? But other than that, yo, that is the video. Make sure to go down below, drop a like, comment down below, sub up. Make sure to follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and TikTok. Your boy John. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. And comment down below, what are your initial thoughts on LaMarcus Aldridge this season, okay? Because I, for one, can say I did not expect him to play this good, okay? Obviously, he's a track record of being good. Former 06 number 2 overall pick. What is he, like a 7-time All-Star? Very underrated power forward in the NBA with the Blazers, with the Spurs, now with the Nets. Obviously, the talent is there, but when you're supposed to retire and never play basketball again, for you to be this efficient and play this well and this potent and excel in the pick and roll and the pick and pop game, that just speaks volumes to his work ethic, and it demonstrates just why LA has just had such an underrated career, okay? But like I said, that's the video. It's your boy John. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video, and I'm out, man. Peace.